Welcome to another stream. Hopefully you guys can all hear me, and very soon you should be able to see me as well, hopefully. Well, you should also be able to see my PlayStation screen if everything's working how it should. Welcome to another stream. It's your boy Link. We normally stream Sunday night, but this weekend I go to Paris. So because I go to Paris, I'm not here to stream tomorrow night. So because of that, we are filming the stream tonight. So thank you for those that joined on the a different to the usual schedule time, I guess. Martin said, "Told you Brighton would have United today." You were right, Martin. I always believe. What did I put on my? I put 2-2. I was close, 2-1. Still got my ibuprofen box with all the predictions on. Ethan's in the chat, says, "Hi, what's up, Link?" Not much, man. I'm going to Paris tomorrow, so I'm like, I've been super busy, but I'm like not busy now, if that makes sense. Like, I've been super busy, like getting stuff ready, you know, printing off travel documents, all that kind of jazz. I will be vlogging in Disneyland. It'll probably be a little while before I edit it, if I'm honest with you all. Also, Charlie says, "Hi, Link, how you doing, mate?" I'm doing good. What did I make of Man City 4, Ipswich Town 1? Someone was going to mention it. Let's get it out of the way. I was so happy when we scored. When we went 1-0 up, you know, you just sat there with a belief that Town were going to do something, didn't you? And then it just sort of curtailed from there. Also, if I look a bit weird how I'm sat, my chair broke. So I'm sitting in a rubbish office chair, basically, as a like sort of temporary measure. Martin says we've got the two hardest games out of the way. Exactly. The two hardest games have been played. They can't hurt us now. Well, do you know what I mean? We haven't got to sit and have nightmares about, oh, what's it going to be like to play Man City and Liverpool, because we've done it. I also like that Martin doesn't put Arsenal as one of the two hardest games. I do like that. Ethan's got John Arisa in his team. He sent me it earlier. I didn't realise he can play centre mid. I have got him, but I've been playing him left back. Charlie's fed up with negativity from some Ipswich fans. Our squad It's 150 million euros. Man City scored 1.3 billion. Another thing on that, and you guys know I love to make an excuse, right? There's also this other problem in the Premier League that I don't think pundits ever choose to talk about, which is that lots of referees are employed by, the Qatari ownership group. Let's have a look at Ethan's team quick. But lots of referees are employed by the Qatari ownership group that owns Manchester City, like, to referee their games. So the same people that own Man City are paying referees to referee games in their countries, but they're also paying them more than what they earn in a year for being a Premier League referee to referee one game. Ethan's team's disgusting, and I mean that in a pretty good way. How is Fotheringham got 99? Or have you evoed him? Mascherano at the back, Company, Robertson, love that. He got the 99 back. I'm a bit jealous of that, to be honest with you. Ronaldo up top, Sam Kerr, Georgie Best. The bench looks filthy as well. Thierry on there. Ridiculous, Ethan. It's that point in the game where it's just fun, you get all the good players. But yeah, I completely agree with Charlie. Like, loads of Ipswich fans. Oh, Fotheringham's at SBC. Decent. I'm sticking to the Liverpool players. I'm still, the odd Ipswich player is allowed to slip in, but Impact a cough. Is this yeah, Sheaf. One that Ipswich are linked with. Okay, we got Sam Kerr. Ethan's got John Arnold to take him free kicks. How many goalkeepers' hands has he broken? He's got a rocket. But yeah, Martin says aggregate score 6-1 ain't bad. Yeah, some teams do lose to one of those teams by them sort of margins. It's just not bad. It's not bad. And like Charlie says though, there's some Ipswich fans and their heads have fell off. The season's over. We're going to go down with 0 points. Like, if competing with Man City and Liverpool doesn't make you optimistic for what's coming, I don't know what would. Good players, but not players we want. I remember when he broke that player's leg taking a free. He was, honestly, John Arisa was one of my favourite players to watch. I loved the guy. He was probably my favourite player at one point. Then we got Jabro Cisse. He's just packed a 97 Benjamin, that's disgusting. Columbus crew, Hernandez, who's with him? Herrera, not nice. Martin says we'll finish above Everton. Do you know what? They haven't had points. Oh, we got Bastion in there. Fernando, is my one tradable? No. Wasn't sure. I know I bought them at one point. Everton haven't been docked points yet as well, which I'm fully expecting. So, I believe in it. Charlie says, what do I think the highest possible overall player could be? Maybe 100. I think we might see 100 next year. There was someone in the Copa America, wasn't there, who would have been 100 if they won all their games. Like if they won the tournament or whatever. They didn't because they played for like Ecuador or something. Ethan says do the 85 by 10 SBC. I've got 20 games to smash through, so we'll smash through them and then we'll see how much time we have. Because, like I say, I'm going to Paris tomorrow, so like I don't have like time to play catch up tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, if we get time, we'll do it, Ethan, definitely. If not, I'll probably do it off stream. In the the app when I'm laying in bed, I'll crack out the old app, companion app. It's weird they call it that. It sounds like a dating app for old people, doesn't it? Oh yeah, download the companion app. I don't need a companion. Not the fucking dog though. Do you know what I mean? Have we got rivals rules to claim? I don't know. It's automatically claimed on my behalf, which is nice. Right, let's get in the champs. You're going to laugh. Andy Carroll's up front, right? Now, there is a reason. He has an evolution at the moment, so you can turn him into like a 90 rated striker. I thought it'd be funny to have a 90 rated Andy Carroll. I just didn't have time to finish it though. So King Kenny, back you come, son. But yeah, I had to. Haaland should be higher rated. I think not. Yeah, 95. Charlie says. I think Haaland. I wouldn't be upset if he was rated 95. Let's put it that way, because he's that good, isn't he? He honestly so good. I'm happy with the squad numbers. That's something that bothers me sometimes. You guys know what I'm like by now. I just want to check my set play takers. Have we got Risa 99, 99. Dalglish is 97, 95, but he's got more curve. Risa will be more fun, won't it? Trent. What's Kenny's pens like? They're pretty good. We'll go Xabi though. Stick with Xabi Alonso. He's been scoring. If he misses, we might make a change. Martin says pick a Chelsea player to go to Ipswich. I would like Raheem Sterling, please. He's going to be leaving them, right? Like, Sterling's out. We're trying to get Brozier, but there's rumours that something... He didn't fail the medical. Like, lots of people talk about players passing and failing the medical. It's not really how it works. Like, it's like more like a risk assessment in a medical. Like, the clubs decide how much risk a player is. Charlie says Sterling, no thanks. He's so good though, isn't he, Charlie? Come on. But then again, I know he's like 29. People are like, oh, he's still got a few years. The thing is, he was like playing Liverpool's first team at 17, and I think that does affect the player. Like, I don't think it's necessarily just about age. I know obviously age is a factor, but I also think how long a player's been playing at the top level affects them too. Rumours are Sterling come out of Liverpool. I've seen it, but I don't really see it personally. I think he wants to go somewhere where he starts, and I don't think he starts for Liverpool right now. Martin says he's on 350k a week. Do you know what then, Martin? He's the sort of player Newcastle should go for. Like, I think he'd be up for that challenge. I've seen Villa as well. Apparently he wants to play Champions League, which obviously that limits him to Liverpool, Arsenal, Villa, and he's already at City. Whether he'd go to Newcastle because he thinks they'll be in the Champions League next year, I guess there's that. But yeah, I think he's a quality player. Obviously, I've got lots of good memories of him, but I also think he's a rat. Charlie doesn't want him. Bad attitude, unaffordable wages. Yeah, he does. He's always had attitude issues. Like, even when he was at Liverpool, there's so many issues with him. Like, when he wanted to move to City, you know, he didn't want to train, all them sorts of things. So, I think the problem is, he's Ipswich's best player if you bring him in. Martin says Newcastle link. Like, I think that's the thing you know, like as a club, you don't want people with a bad attitude and people like that. I get that, but if he's gonna be your best player, is it worth the gamble? Because like, you gotta think Sterling scored 20 goals in a season, a bunch of times. Even since Arnold's cracked, yeah, I hate playing against him. I've used him in draft actually. I haven't used the version that you've got though. You've got one of the fancy ones. I've used the basic R9 in the draft, but I haven't used the fancy one that you have. Who are Liverpool's replacements for Salah and Van Dijk? Our best two players. I tell you what, that's Liverpool's biggest problem right now. Is Van Dijk, you know. And I know there was a lot of Ipswich fans that said Salah wasn't very impressive against Ipswich. But like, you know, if you play in a game away from home as a winger and you get an assist and score a goal, you've done your job as far as I'm concerned. Like, I don't understand that. So I heard some Ipswich fans saying like he didn't run that much. He recorded the most sprints in the Premier League last weekend, apart from one player Leaf Davis, and the only reason Davis was sprinting more than Salah is because he was chasing after him. Reese, bang. That's what he does. Bruno, Isaac, Joel, over Sterling wouldn't be the best. He's playing it on the wing, wasn't he? So he's better than Gordon. Like, he's better than Gordon on that. I like Gordon, and if you said to me I could have one tomorrow, I'd probably rather have Gordon, because like Charlie says, Sterling's attitude's a bit iffy. Crazy wages. He's old as well. He's you know, he's still able to play, but yeah, Salah doesn't need to run. Like, Salah is able to run, and I think a lot of people are like, oh, Salah's lost a yard of pace, but pretty sure he was in the top 10 for Premier League speed last year. Like, if you're coming in that sort of bracket, like, don't worry about people saying you're slow. Like, imagine being in the top 10 fastest players in the Premier League and people think you're slow. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. Like how can anyone think Salah's slow? Like, even watching him run up Portman Road, I was like, shh, it's quick. So yeah, personally, I think I would like Liverpool to renew his and Van Dijk's contracts. I don't know if they want to, which is a problem. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't, like, put a gun to his head and make him sign a bit of paper. It's a problem. Like, the whole Van Dijk, Salah, but also the bigger one, I think they are Liverpool's best two players, but the one I'm also more worried about is actually Trent. Trent's contract's up next season. If you lose those three in one summer, you know, they're all £100 million players in my opinion. You know, maybe not Van Dijk at his age. I still think you'd get 100 million from Saudi for Salah if you were to put him on the market today. You know, they bid 200 million last summer, rumouredly. Rumouredly? I'm trying to think of the word I meant there. What word do I mean? Apparently, that's the word I mean. So yeah, if he was worth 200 million last summer, he's got to be worth half that now, surely. Ethan says it will take years to replace him, and I absolutely agree. Like, I don't even know if you can replace him. Like, that's the thing. If you said to me today, right, you got a blank checkbook, and you can swap Mo Salah for any right winger in the world for one game. If there's a game, say there's a game tomorrow, and I'm picking a team, and if the team loses, I die, and I'm allowed to pick whoever I want. On the right wing, I'm picking Mo Salah over anybody. I still am, because his goal involvements are an absolute joke for a right winger. Like, it's like Messi and Ronaldo kind of level numbers. Not for as many years, nowhere near as many years. Vinny could replace him, but he's left wing instead of right wing. I think that's the problem. That is, like, Charlie has highlighted the exact issue. You want a left-footed right winger in a perfect world. I can't think of another left-footed right winger who has the potential to get 20 goals every year, like Salah. Like, because Salah, you know, I think his worst Premier League season's 18, but I'm pretty sure he's hit 25 goals in all competitions every season, even with going to AFCON for a month, like 4 times or something stupid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't buy that he's replaceable like people think he is. I wouldn't swap him for anybody. I just would. There's no one playing right now. Yeah, there's, like Martin says, there's a lack of right wings, left backs around. It's because there's a lack of left footers. Like, you're seeing so many, like Van Dijk's a great example. You're now getting like right-footed centre backs who specialise playing on the left, a little bit like John Terry did as well, I guess. But there's not as many left-footed players out there anyway, and it just seems like the last couple of years it's been way less. But I don't think you can replace Salah. I think that's the problem. So, do you replace Salah by... I think the way you replace Salah is by a couple of people scoring 20 goals a season. Like, if you can get Nunes getting 20 goals a season, they'll bring a left winger that does it. Maybe even play Jota there if he can stay fit. Dembele is probably the best Salah alternative. And he's not like a numbers guy. He's a good player. But he's not like a 20 goal a season player in the Premier League, is he? That's what I mean. Like, I think it's impossible. And that's why I get a bit annoyed when Liverpool fans were last season were all saying sell Salah, because I think it sounds great. Yeah, sell him, get 200. Like, if it was FIFA, you'd sell him for 200 million. You know, you'd bring him Messi or someone at the end of their contract, and then spend the money on a centre back or whatever you want to do, make your team better. But I don't think there's anybody out there as good as Salah. Kubo's another one I think that people talk about. Like, Gordon obviously prefers the left, but he can play on the right. But I don't see Anthony Gordon, as good as I think he is, I don't see him as a 20 goal a season striker either. Yeah, that's why Newcastle are pushing so hard for Lewis Hall. Exactly. That's why I think Ipswich will get a lot of money for Leif Davis, although the penalty he gave away today, it's just so lazy. It's lazy. Don't get me wrong, Silvino's gone down a bit easier than I'd want a player to. But at the same time, he's running into the corner. Like, if you can't stop him, let him go. Don't bring him down. You know? If you can't stop him, you've got to let him go. Charles' Heung-min Son, he's like 30 as well, isn't he? That's what I mean with, like, you know, a lot of Liverpool fans say Liverpool should sell Luis Diaz. Apparently Barcelona wanted him. But Diaz, don't get me wrong, not the same level as Salah, especially in terms of goals and assists. But I think you'd struggle to find someone as good as Luis Diaz. Honestly, I think Liverpool just have to get Salah to renew. And even if he wants like a 3-year deal, I think you just gamble that he might be good for that first year. Do you know what I mean? Like, you take a punt on the guy. Like, I really think you do. And it's the same with Trent. Just give Trent however much money he wants. If Trent wants, like, 500k a week, just do it. Because, you know, 500k a week, it's 26 million a year. Yeah, it's loads of money, but you can't replace him for 26 million a year. If you add the transfer fee and the other stuff, like, you can't replace him. Close is maybe Amari. Yeah, I think Amari is one of the sort of potential ones. Like, Amari could get to that level, maybe. To be fair, I've got to say as well, just changing topic very slightly, I was really happy with Smodic today. I know he scored and goals aren't the only thing in the game, but he was, you know, he committed 3 fouls, but that was because he was all over him, like scrapping with him, and I just liked it. And he's a player that I've never liked. You guys all know I've been very vocal. I didn't really want him because of the Colchester connection, and Ipswich and Colchester aren't the greatest rivals. It's one of those one-way rivalries. Bit like Sunderland and Newcastle, which don't get me wrong, right? Newcastle fans hate Sunderland, but Sunderland fans hate Newcastle more because they're better, and that's a little bit like the Ipswich Colchester thing. Like Ipswich don't really care about Colchester, don't really like them, but we don't think about them every day. Whereas Colchester, you know, they're thinking about Ipswich in their sleep. Ipswich Colchester rivalry, exactly. Like Ipswich fans, nah, it's not a rivalry. But a Colchester fan, they think it is, don't they? Like they've got some sort of like almost like little man. You know, people say like little man syndrome. United fans obsessed with Liverpool fans. It's a little bit like Everton fans as well. Like obviously Liverpool don't really like Everton, but like, you know, you've got Everton fans setting their friggin' profile picture with Guardiola with a cigar when they win the league and stuff. Like, can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine, like, someone's gonna find a time when I've set my picture as like, I don't know, a different manager or something now probably, but like, can you imagine going, oh yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set my profile picture as a manager of another team. No. Weird. To be fair, I think Guardiola's going to need a cigar when he sees how many points they get docked. He'll want a stiff JD as well, I think. But yeah, Ethan's right as well. United fans, and I think you know, maybe Liverpool fans were more interested in United when they were like, they're not really our rivals now. They're like I bored. Like, there's a small part of me that feels sorry for Man United nowadays. Only a very tiny iota, like a single cell of my body, out of the billions of cells in my body. But looking at Man United now, it reminds me of, like, you know when you see like a dead animal at the vets, and you're like, just put the bastard down. Like, and not because it's not sad or whatever, but just because it's like, kinda. That's what Man United is like the last few years. Like, it would be, like, it would be kinda to like put them out of their misery. Oh, and they drew with Brighton as well. I'll tell you what, I was buzzing as well. I'm celebrating until I got João Pedro on my fantasy team. Guess who took João Pedro out of his fantasy team? Me. I've got Schmolix though, but he's on my bench, so hopefully someone doesn't play us a banger. Oh yeah, no, I don't feel sorry for the majority. Like I say, it's just one little bit of me. It's like, it's sad. Like, their fans are sad as well. Although one thing I am still campaigning against is like singing about other clubs when you're not playing against them. We need to like stop that. Like, honestly, I hate it when I hear Ipswich fans like stand up if you hate the scum when we're playing against like Liverpool or someone. Come on, stop singing about. Don't give them the attention. Because if you're a Norwich fan and Ipswich fans are playing their first Premier League game in 20 years and they're singing about you, you're laughing, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? Ethan told a United fan to brighten up. I like that. That's actually, I might steal that. I know a United fan who I might send that to after the stream. Although that particular United fan might be watching the stream. He's one of them lurkers though. He'll you know, doesn't comment that much. Man, you finished 10th. Oh, I tell you what. Get him in the bottom half. I'd love it. That'd be the dream. Like, that would be the dream season for me. United dropping into that bottom half. This person's an Everton fan, by the way, so we have to win. He even says it's just a bit of positivity and makes him sad at the same time. Yeah, I like it. While there's a little break in the play, remember to hit the like button if you have not already. If you're enjoying yourself. If you're not enjoying yourself, dislike it. That's fine too. But it's nice to know how you all feel. And also, subscribe to the channel if you aren't. Because it's very nice to get new subscribers. And also, welcome all our new subscribers. this week. You know, we had like 20 new subscribers this week or something, so welcome those guys. And my Ipswich Liverpool vlog as well, just while we're like celebrating me a little bit, it was my most watched match day vlog ever. So yeah, thank you for that, everyone who watched it, everyone that told their friends to watch it, everyone that didn't get angry because I wanted Liverpool to win, appreciate you. Frank Ribery, this person hasn't got an Everton team, I wonder why that is. You imagine trying to put together an Everton past and present, it'd be awful, wouldn't it? You sat there like, I'll have Tim Cahill. Tim Cahill, Arteta's the manager. I'm not going to threaten anyone even, because I still feel bad about the penguin. Anyone that saw my recent zoo vlog, I was like, subscribe or the penguin will die. I felt bad after that. I said it at the time and I thought, oh, that's funny, and then when I was editing it, I was like, I might sound a bit nasty here. As far as I know, that penguin's still alive. That's what matters. Just book him, Rodri's a prick. Just Sterling giving the big one. Charlie's still pissed off about the half and half abuse. Yeah. I just think, mate, you know, like, I don't get why football fans are so worried about other football fans. Like, especially like their own like team. Why do people care? Like a lot of the people who were moaning at the half and half scarves were people who were like, oh yeah, I only support Ipswich, but they don't go. Like, honestly, in the stadium, I didn't have any abuse about my half and half, apart from my best mate. He doesn't like the idea, which I get, but he understood that I get one at every Liverpool game. I get one every time I go watch Anfield. That was a dirty foul, Ethan, I agree, he should be sent off. But yeah, every time I go to Anfield, I get a half and half scarf with the date on, with the game on. And it's just nice to have them all. So because Liverpool had them at Portman Road, I was like, I need that. I can't wait to see how many are there at the Fulham game. Because it's not as big a game, is it? Like, I wonder how many of those half and half boys are at the Fulham game and how many people buy one. Like, that's going to be interesting to me. The thing is as well, there's people with like Liverpool United half and half scarves. And don't get me wrong, I would probably get one because I get one every time. But you won't see me get another one this season. Unless I watch Liverpool at Anfield, which we're doing a couple of times. So if you want to see that, you know what to do. Subscribe. I can't wait to get back to Anfield. I've not been for a little while. Like, that place is like I can't explain. It's not my church. You know, like, you know when you see like these like gospel people who, like, the minute they walk in the church and it's like, oh, happy days. You know what I mean? Like that kind of like gospel church vibe where they just, the minute they get in there, they're like energized and they're happy. That's what happens what happens when I go to Liverpool in general. But the second you get me inside Anfield, I'm like that. Like, Portman Road's the same, but not quite as much. Portman Road's like, maybe like, Portman Road's like, maybe listen to a CD of some gospel. You know what I mean? I'm still vibing with it, I'm still enjoying it, I'm still feeling it, but just not as much. Charlie's putting 2-1 for the Fulham game to Town. Yeah, I think the Fulham game is obviously our first chance to get points. Anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? There's so many Town fans that think no chance of winning. Yeah, he's an Everton fan and a Liverpool kit, Ethan. Like, what do you like? It's embarrassing, isn't it? It's like having an iPhone. Embarrassing. I'm only saying that now because I've got a Samsung. But point still stands. I know Charlie will back me up on the Samsung thing in the back. I feel like Samsung's like latest like draft signing. You know what I mean? It's the transfer window. You know, Fabrizio Romano is there. Link Gooding, the Samsung confirmed. It's a loan deal. Well, it's not a loan deal because I bought it. But Apple have a buyback clause. And I don't know if they'll be using it because I've enjoyed my Samsung days. Link to Samsung, here we go. I love Fabrizio Romano. I'll tell you what, one of my favourite videos on YouTube, obviously not including anything I made because, you know, I'm a bit vain like that sometimes, but excluding my wonderful content, Channel Away Days does shirt shopping at classic football shirts. There's a Fabrizio Romano one. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting just to hear he's a Napoli fan. He's talking about getting Napoli shirts. He's talking about Diego. But he also talks about how he gets the information about stuff. Like he's talking about how he gets like and he says a lot of it is just about building like relationships with people, but also building trust with people. So like if an agent says don't leak this until a certain time, if he listens to the agent, then the agent thinks, oh yeah, I can tell him that next time because he's not going to leak it before we're ready. So yeah, I think Fabrizio Romano is the boy. Charlie says Samsung is 10 times better value than iPhone. I agree, it's definitely much better value. It was weird. We were sorting out some documents for when I go on holiday tomorrow, and like some of the like digital things were on my iPhone from when I had my iPhone, so I had to turn it back on. And honestly, I felt like I was trying to, you know, like if you have a PlayStation and you go in your mate's house and he's got an Xbox and you have a game of FIFA and you know how to play, but it just doesn't feel the same. That's how I felt turning my old iPhone on a minute ago to get them details. I was like, huh? I clicked that, right? And I was like, oh, where's the back button? I know, iPhone doesn't give you a back button on the bottom. I swear, it's such a stupid little, simple thing to have the little back bit in the bar you can pull across the bottom. Like the like, literally like a back button. It seems like such a stupid thing, but I use it so much. It's such a good little feature, especially like on like Sky Bet. You know, we're not sponsored by Sky Bet. I'm not endorsing gambling. Gambling's bad, but lots of things are bad for you, okay? And it's okay. But yeah, basically, like Sky Bet, honestly, the app experience on Android so much better because of that back button. Because you like, you know, when you click on a game and have a little look at what bets there is, you can like, you just click back. You just click back, and he's quit because I got a penalty. Fucking blue nose shite. You shithouse. Charlie's going to buy an iPad Pro 2 sort of price, 1,200 quid. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? You buy a car for that. You can probably buy a car which has got one of them iPad screens in for that. like, don't get me wrong, I liked my iPhone. I still miss it in some ways. But there's so many things about Android I like more. Also, like Android Pay. Why is Android Pay better than Apple Pay? Like Apple Pay, you got to mess about pulling it up and stuff. Android Pay, you just unlock your phone, bang, and the money goes out. Ethan says, don't become Ivan Tony. I won't get banned, bro, don't worry. I'm ban proof. You can't ban you can't ban me. I'm bannable. Samsung would look good. They used to sponsor Chelsea, didn't they? Well, I don't really like Standard Chartered. That's one of the few things I don't like about Liverpool's like sponsor. Like, I like a lot of their sponsors. Like Google Pixel is a fun sponsor. Nike, I'm happy with Nike. I'd rather have Adidas. Don't get me wrong. But like, if you can't have Adidas, who would you choose? I'd choose Nike. Like, I'm happy with Carlsberg being like the booze sponsor. I'm happy with Jack Wolfskin. Are they still? Was it Jack Wolfskin that used to sponsor us? Someone like that used to sponsor us. Proper random it was. They didn't sponsor us on the shirt. They were just like a club sponsor. But yeah, like, this is a big conversation at the moment as well with Ipswich Town, and my mental arithmetic isn't very good, but there's loads of Ipswich fans saying that even if Ed Sheeran can't afford to match what other sponsors are willing to pay next season, we should stick with Ed Sheeran because we sell more shirts and that will pay for Ed Sheeran. And it's just not true. Like people say stuff and they don't like, you know, they don't back up their actions. Yeah, Wrexham was sponsored by TikTok. That was quite sick. That's because of Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is like, yeah, I'll make some TikToks if you sponsor us, which is decent. Scouts and proud. Up the Reds. Do you think we'll win tomorrow? I predict the 4-0, which might be ambitious, but I predict the 4-0, and I think Fabio Carvalho might get sent off. But yeah, so like people are saying, oh no, you've got to keep Ed Sheeran on shirts because they sell better than if we have a different sponsor. But Ipswich don't even sell like 50,000 shirts. Like, even if they're £100 each, that brings in 5 million. Now, if you look at the Premier League shirt sponsors, the cheapest one's about 10 million. So that's double what the shirts bring in. And you're still going to sell some shirts. So yeah, the whole idea of keeping Ed Sheeran because it sells shirts is stupid. Like, put it out there. Some people are too stupid to do the maths. Some people are too stupid to want to do the maths. Some people just like hearing the sound in their own freaking voice. Scouts and Proud doesn't like Ed Sheeran, nor do I. Do you know what I mean? I'm the same. Like Ipswich fans love the guy. I'm not the biggest fan, and to be fair, he's grown on me a little bit with the stuff he's done for the club, and I'm grateful for what he's done for Ipswich over the last couple of years. Like I feel like he's been really good for the club, but people are saying like, oh, he's not going to design in shirts and stuff because at the moment he keeps designing like the third shirt every other year. Like, even if he doesn't sponsor the shirt, he can still design a shirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we're sponsored by Coca-Cola or someone, they're not going to say, nah, Ed Sheeran can't design the Coca-Cola shirt. They're going to be like, yeah, let's get Ed Sheeran in a shirt with Coca-Cola on. Like, they're going to be all for it. He won't put any money in the club, you know? Yeah. So this is the issue. He basically agreed to renew his sponsorship in the Premier League, but he said he's not going to sponsor next year. And like, the truth is, he can't afford Premier League sponsorship money. But there's so many Town fans who are like, we need to keep Ed Sheeran for the shirt sales. But like, we don't even sell enough shirts to pay the sponsorship amount, as it stands. So yeah. Hopefully Ipswich get a new sponsor with deep pockets. I know lots of people don't want a gambling company. I kind of support that. But at the same time, if having a gambling company on a shirt means... If putting a gambling company on a shirt means, like, we can sign better players, bring Magical Vegas back. I know people hated the whole Magical Vegas thing with Marcus Evans, but like, he was bending financial fair play by sponsoring the club with a company that he owns. Like, he was literally trying to bend financial fair play so we could spend more money, and people weren't happy about it. Which is like, just wild really. Like, everyone's moaning he doesn't put enough money in, he does something to, you know, bend the rules a bit and put some money in, and people get upset about that as well. Ed could afford a lot of his pay. He can, but I don't think he's willing to give us 10 million a season, which is like the minimum Premier League shirt sponsor. Like, there's a bunch of clubs getting more than 10 million for their sleeve sponsor in the Premier League. Play a game of Ed, kick the ginger. It's not very nice, Ethan. But yeah, I think Charlie says we think we need to mix it up. Yeah, and I don't think mixing it up's a bad thing at all. Gianna Risa. I've scored here. I'll tell you now. Take a bow. I told you. As soon as he moved his wall, I was like, you're going to regret that battle. I literally changed. I was going to bend it the other way around the wall as well. He moved his wall and I was just like, you've got a gap there and I'm going to get Gianna Risa to fill it. He's going to club the ball through there. Man, he's done ya. Oh, I tried to score a backheel lob. That would have been so sick if it come off though. He's tight with his money. Yeah, and he's doing wrong. I think he's paying the club like 1-2 million a year at the moment, which is not, it's not nothing to just give a football club that much money. But like, Ipswich are in the Premier League now. You've got to like, this is one of the problems with a lot of Ipswich fans. They've been out of the Premier League so long, it's like they don't understand the Premier League. Ethan said, "Told you he's insane, good at free kicks." Yeah, man, I had him playing left back before I spoke about him. I just didn't know he could play centre mid on it. I didn't know if you'd like evoed him to add centre mid, because I think centre mid's an interesting option for him. Like, because it means you can play Robertson if you want Robertson. Like, I'm playing with CDMs. If he could play CDM, I'd be tempted to drop Xabi for him. And then playing Robert him. Yeah, a lot of Ipswich fans clearly didn't know what to expect when promoted. And like, don't get me wrong, the Premier League has obviously evolved since Ipswich were last time. Like, the financial stuff is just a joke now. But sentiment will only ever get you so far. And like, don't get me wrong, I think it's nice to have, like, even though I'm not a fan of Ed Sheeran really, right? And his music isn't my cup of tea. Do you know what I mean? It's the wrong sort of guitar for me. I like one which is a lot heavier. I like my guitar being played by someone like Slash. But for me, like, it's nice to not have some big horrible like Colesberg for me at Liverpool had more soul than Standard Chartered. Like, I like the Colesberg shirts. I don't think you're even allowed beer companies on your shirt anymore. But if you told me Liverpool were going to get less money and go back to Colesberg, I'd rather have Standard Chartered. Even like Slipknot. I've got some Slipknot whiskey. I still haven't tried. So yeah, I do like Slipknot. I'm a Guns N' Roses is my, you know, I've got like a few. There's a few that I can't separate. It's Guns N' Roses, Ozzy Osbourne, Marilyn Manson, Cradle of Filth. Iron Maiden's close, but they're the best for me. And then Jamie Webster as well. Love Jamie Webster, me. Oh, for me, I was taking the piss. Charlie loves going. Honestly, I saw him live in 2018. Martin, if he's still watching, was there kind of with me. So sick. We saw Marilyn Manson as well. Marilyn Manson, man. Crazy, sick, twisted, but his storytelling. I think that's one of the things that's so underrated sometimes in metal. Like, people don't listen to the lyrics and the storytelling in metal music. And it's the same with rap as well. Like that, all that kind of like more extreme music is like, it's about telling, all music's about telling stories, alright? Do you know what I mean? Like, from Bar Bar Black Sheep, Have You Got Any Wool, through to Unchained Melody, you know what I mean? It's a story, it's like a fancy way of telling a story, basically. That's what music is. But like, I think metal is really underrated for it. Like, because people just think it's just loud noises, and it is not. I'd like to hear more Guns N' Roses at Portland Road. You sometimes hear them at Anfield. I don't know if I've ever heard Guns N' Roses at Portland Road. Although one thing they do sometimes play at Portland Road is the Thiago Alcantara song. If you're there about an hour and a half before kickoff, they're often playing the Thiago song. Like, there must be someone in like the Ipswich DJ team that's a Liverpool fan or something. Because there's no way you're playing the Thiago Alcantara song like for Ipswich, unless Ipswich have a, I don't know if Ipswich have a chant to that tune. I don't think they do. I've never noticed it if they do. Thiago's the guy, isn't he? I miss Thiago already. I don't think I'd ever miss a footballer that bad at this age. Like, when I was a kid, I missed Michael Owen. I did. And then he went to Man United and all my feelings for him subsided. John Boy does a job. Charlie's favourite is the Bee Gees. I like the Bee Gees, but I wouldn't say they're like someone I listen to that much. Like, they've got a few bangers, which like everybody loves, but they're not someone I would listen to every day. Like, a little bit like maybe like the Beatles. Obviously the Beatles are better than the Bee Gees before anyone gets upset. Especially my Scouse contingent watching. I'm not comparing the Beatles to the Bee Gees in terms of like quality, but like, they've got them bangers that everybody likes. Like, everyone in the country, like, no one doesn't like Hey Jude. Anyone that doesn't like the song Hey Jude is silly. How can you not like it? And Yellow Submarine. Anyone that doesn't like Yellow Submarine? Like, come on. I think I like Yellow Submarine even more because of the Jamie Carragher song. I'll be honest. Oh, Van Dijk couldn't get there, but he's hit it wide anyway. Watch this. Canate. Woo! He's 5-star skills now. I think that might be the first time I've done it online. Firmino, it's done you all. That was disgusting, Roberto. Disgusting. What music does everyone else like? Obviously, we've spoken about my affinity for Biggie before. Love Biggie, man. Only thing with Biggie is I feel like you can't listen to him everywhere. Do you know what I mean? You can't walk out with like Biggie blasting through your earphones so people can hear the lyrics because they get offended. Which is, I wish people would stop getting offended about things like that. Like it's just a word, you know. Like let's not be offended by words, people. Charlie lost the police. That's a shout. You just got Lewandowski. So what's your strikers now? You've got Omri, Ronaldo, Lewandowski. I'm sure Ethan's got like a Torres or someone. That is like that is like the Chelsea squad. Ethan's centre forward situation is like the Chelsea squad. Like it's like you just keep buying them, but you got the money to. Fair play, he's drilled me. Ethan keeps packing strikers. Maybe I should get you to open my packs, bro. I'm not getting no strikers. I had to buy Kenny. The Spin Doctors. How do I listen to that? That rings a bell. Does ring a bell. Two Princes. Rings a bell, but I couldn't sing it right now. There's only one prince. Alberto Aquilani. El Principe. Oh, I tell you what, I still have this. I don't know what it is, but like there's part of me that still believes Aquilani's gonna play in midfield for Liverpool. Like I feel like I believe, you know what I mean? You know, like when you're a kid and you find out Santa's not real, and then you hear a noise on Christmas Eve, and you're like, what? Maybe he is real. That's me with Aquilani. Like I believe in him so much that, like, even though I know Aquilani is finished and retired and never going to play for Liverpool, I still believe he's going to be the best midfielder in the Premier League for some reason, even though I know he's not. How is that Sam Kerr? I don't think I've played against that card. It looks sick though. Is it 5-star, 5-star? It must be, I guess, at this point. Whoa, Ibu. Tell you a little band I like that you might not have heard of though. Kid British. They were sick. They don't make music anymore now. The main guy now goes by Bipolar Sunshine. And the Bipolar Sunshine stuff's good, but it's not as good as Kid British was. Bipolar Sunshine is on one of them like DJ Snake songs that was huge. As like a feature artist, that's like their biggest. But they used to be in this little ska band called Kid British from Manchester. And every year they used to go on Soccer AM and do an end of season rap. It was sick. But there's a bit where it goes, only one Stevie G. Tell Benitez buy some players like me. Well, he did. He bought Torres, but I'm not so sure about Voronin. Still have nightmares about Andre Voronin. United fans, like, do you know what? I've seen United fans that don't want Ronaldo back. Like, I tell you what, like, even as a Liverpool fan, I'd take Cristiano tomorrow. He's a boy. Just make him chances. All you gotta do is just give him the ball within 18 yards and he scores goals. for fun. So all you gotta do, just pop the ball into him, he scores. So United fans do love to sing Oasis, don't they, Charlie? And City fans for that matter. God, I hate Manchester. Hate it. The place is a little bit cool. Like, there's a lot of like cool independent shops in Manchester. It's one of the, I'd say it's one of the best like cities for that. Like little independent comic book shops and that sort of gear. But favourite city song's Blue Moon. My mum used to like that song. My favourite city song is Yeah 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 Charlie. It's all about Colo though. It's not about Yaya, it's about Colo. Colo's a man. Colo Touré might be the best centre back that the Ivory Coast ever had. That's an accolade, that. To be the best centre back from a country ever. Have they ever had anyone better than him? I don't think they have they? I'm not missing someone like ridiculous. Colo is the best, isn't he? He's not their best player ever. Their best player ever is obviously Didier. Or could it be Yaya? God, that's a good question. Who is the best Ivory Coast player ever? FIFA fans will probably say Javinho. Was he Ivory Coast? He is, isn't he? Who was the other strikers that Roma had then? They had like these three strikers that all had like 95 pace. Anyone you played on the team had them up front. We're going back to like 2012 now. It was like Javinho. It wasn't El Shaarawy. I can't remember who the other one was. But yeah, they had these three strikers that all had like 90 pace. And they were like cheap-ish on Ultimate Team, so everyone had them. Like anyone you played had them, and just got sick of it, to be honest. Oh, you got to stop that, someone. Yusuf Solomon Kalou and Doumbia. Dumbia's the one. Doumbia was a rocket, weren't he? See, Yusuf knows ball. Well, he knows FIFA at least. But that's like a segment of ball. How sick were they? Honestly, that was it. Like, everyone you played had it. Like, honestly, you could play 10 games of Ultimate Team and everyone had the same front three. Especially, like, early on, before, like, other cards were coming out. That's who everybody had. And it was back in the days when chemistry was, like, players next to each other rather than just in the team. So, like, the fact they all played for, like, Roma. And I think they were all from the Ivory Coast as well, weren't they? So they all had full chemistry if you had that front three. It's a joke. Honestly, it was so... Max Gradle. That's the one. Everyone's using Killian. Yeah, that's the problem, Ethan. We've only won 1 out of 7, by the way, guys. But it doesn't matter, because I'm going on holiday tomorrow, you know? I can't wait to go to Disney. I've never been. And I'm super excited. I'm packed. I'm ready. Right, this guy's got Haaland, so I want to beat him because he got a hat-trick against Ipswich today. I nearly tried to break his legs. Just that wasn't like a thought-out attack. It was like instinct. Like emotions took over. Dirty that from Joe Alonso. Mane's gone. Don't even know what I was trying to do there. I think I was trying to do a rainbow flick and it just went wrong. Way, Jude. Way. So away fans should do that whenever Jude Bellingham misses. Sing way, Jude. Charlie says, have I ever lost it in a game of football? Yes. I'm a very competitive person. Like, don't play Monopoly against me. I hate losing. Like, I absolutely, like, no one likes losing, but I actually hate it. Like, I play football on a Friday in like a super casual league. It's like a weight loss league, man, be fat. And I swear down, when we lose, I get back in the car and I'm just like, so angry. But yeah, not recently, but a couple of times I've been sent off in that league. Not in the current one when I played in Ipswich. I got sent off a couple of times for fighting with people or for taking people out. My thing as well is just don't be a dick. Like, I wouldn't like lose my head because someone nutmegged me or something. Like, if someone, you know, like, disrespected me using quality football ability, fair play. But like, people start being like dirty or diving, or also the one that I can't stand, you know, when people threaten, you know, when people like threaten like the little player in your team, you know what I mean? Like, they think they're a hard man. It's like at Liverpool when, like, you know, people like Patrick Vieira would always start on Michael Owen because he's about 3 foot. Like, and then they wouldn't go near Sammy Huppier. I can't stand that. That makes me so fucking mad. I hate bullies as well. Like, when people like just pick on like people that can't defend themselves or vulnerable or whatever, I get wound up. I'm not a violent person though, guys. Honestly, violence is never the answer. Oh, Charlie lost it at the Maidstone game. I've never lost it at Portman Road like that. I've never lost it at I've only ever lost it when I'm playing. I've never lost it when I'm watching, but to be fair, I could see how it happens. Like, I'm going to try a switch with it outside the foot. This could go wrong. Change the angle. I'll tell you what, I've never took that set piece before, but I tell you what, take a bow. That's genius. Ethan says, when in doubt, take them out. The thing is as well, is I would never, like, you know when you do a little foul just to take someone out, I'd never do it like trying to hurt them. It would always just be like a little clip that trips them, or like a gentle little push, or, do you know what I mean? I'd never actually like go out to hurt someone in a tactical foul. But I tell you what, if someone's been like, the one that I can't stand is people touching me. Like, we all know I have PTSD, so I feel like it doesn't excuse it at all. But I feel like it explains it somewhat. Like, people touching me in my face, I can't stand it. Like, people, if I tell someone to stop touching my face and they don't, I get so mad. Don't like it. Ethan hates it when they try to skill moves and look foolish. Like Ibu's about to? Nah, Ibu's got it, look. Ibu's got it. John Arna's got Mane with him. Oh, Sadio. I'm just messing about a bit because I'm a bit bored in this game. I know we've like lost all our games up to now, but this one's too easy. And that's the problem with FIFA, isn't it? How often when you're playing online do you get like a competitive game? It's either like you're playing against Pele or you're playing against Swindon. No disrespect to Swindon, but you're shit. I don't even know if Swindon are shit at the moment. I don't remember the last time I watched Swindon. Oh, you do. You always get those sweaty people, don't you, Ethan? Do you know what I mean? You're just sitting there like, go touch some grass. Go touch some grass, mate. Penny. Right, we're shooting with Risa from a corner now, just for fun, because this is a game we'll win. I'm pretty confident of that. I was on target. Ooh, Mane. Okay, I'm taking the piss too much now. I need to show them some respect. Nah, he's done me there. It was 3-0. I started messing about. Tried to play casual 7 so on Monday night. Nobody ever seems to get wound up. Why is it always WhatsApp beef? Do you know what I mean? That winds me up as well. I had the same thing on my Friday league. Oh my days. They start arguing on frickin' WhatsApp. Like, what's that about? Like, oh, you made a nasty tackle on me. How dare you? Like, come on. To be fair, I'm also one of them that will argue with my own teammates, like Jamie Carragher. Do you know what I mean? If you're going to be our below, I'm going to have a go. Like, I'm more about, like, I'm more getting arguments about, like, right and wrong on a football pitch than about, like, oh, I'm harder than you and that sort of. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone's nasty to someone, or if, like I've only ever been on a pitch when it happened once. But someone got racially abused. And this is when I was maybe 12. Honestly, that you should, like, the tackle I made. If you imagine, like, you'd upset Mascherano and he just went for it, that's what it was like. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. This person was racist. The referee was like, well, I didn't hear it, so I can't do anything. Their coach is like, oh no, he'd never, but I heard it as well. Do you know what I mean? So I knew it had happened. Selfish players who hog the ball. Yeah, just pass. I had an argument with one of my teammates once because he reckoned he couldn't pass the ball to me when he had like a shot from like the edge of the box, and I was like open past the defence, and I was like, well, if you can't pass the ball to me 6 yards, you can't exactly shoot from there. like it's much easier to pass the ball to me from there than it is to score. So yeah, I ended up having an argument with my teammates about that. But you know, I think it's positive to argue. I do. I think it's. Thing as well, though, like I don't mind it as well when people don't hold a grudge. Like once the game's finished, as far as I'm concerned, like leave it on the pitch. Obviously not when it's like racist abuse, like I said earlier. Like that's completely different. But like if it's just like a little bad tackle or something, you know, whistle goes, forget about it. These people that like bear a grudge for weeks, what's that about? I don't have the patience to be angry at someone for a whole week. I just don't have the time. Martin was a nasty player. I could imagine that, bro. That's probably why your legs are ruined now. I'll never forget. Night out with Martin, alright? And I hope he doesn't mind me telling this story. If he does, I'm genuinely sorry. And he like... I think he fell down like a curb or something. And it was like, haha, Martin fell down a curb. And he looked like he's in a bit of pain. And to be fair, he shouldn't be embarrassed about his story, because he's metal as fuck, to be fair. And then we went on this night out, and he moaned about his foot a little bit. And I was like, come on, Martin, just have a drink, don't worry about it. He'd broken it, hadn't he? He'd literally broken like his ankle and gone out on a freaking whole night out on it. So yeah, that was metal as fuck. So yeah, he shouldn't be upset me telling the story. Literally just fucking walking around on a broken ankle on a night out, like, love that. Sterling's fouled there, I thought. Martin was a left back, ruined players. Are you left footed, Martin? You got some money in today's market, boy. I quite like playing up top. I like finishing. Martin's right-footed left back. Where's my free kick? Thank you. The right foot's the one Martin broke. Was it your foot you broke or your ankle? But you literally stayed on a whole night out on it, didn't you? Like, was it your foot or your ankle you broke? I remember him in the moon brew afterwards. Ethan's pack. Is it dupe? You've not got dupe untradeable R9. That's not fair. Oh, it was the toe. Up to the ankle, yeah. Like the metatarsal, nah. I'm not feeling that. I don't want to. I've never broke a bone. I'm very lucky in that respect. I've torn the ligaments in my ankle about 50 times, but not 50. I'm exaggerating, but it's at least 10. But I've never broken a bone. I've torn the ligaments so bad that the doctor's like, yeah, that's going to be broken, we'll take you for an x-ray. Like, the doctor's looked at how bad it's swollen and everything, going, yeah, you've broken that, we need to go x-ray it and see what it's like. And then he went, oh no, you just ripped the ligaments really bad. And then they're always like, oh, by the way, if you broke it, you'd be fine in 8 weeks. Here's the ligaments, it'll be 6 months. Hate that. It's the bit you put the most weight on. Oh, it glitched. It says tradable. He's not meant to be. Has it let you put him in the old market? Dinner's on Ethan if he's selling online. Yeah, mad money. I need to score now, don't I? This is a game which I should have won. I started messing about. I was arrogant. I disrespected the game. Ethan's selling the dupe. But yeah, I've never broke a bone, so I don't know what it's like. It must be weird. It's the only thing I can imagine about it. It's still like weird to think, oh, this thing in my leg is supposed to be like together and it's just snapped. I can't, like, do you know what I mean? $3 coins. That's mad. You can get Van Dijk at the back now. Have you already got a Van Dijk? I can't remember. I don't know who I'd buy. I've had 3 million coins. Oh, how's he still going? Perfection from Virgil van Dijk. That's what you got to do. Martin's broke his foot, his wrist, and a few ribs. And do you know what as well? I was also there when he broke his ribs, right? I'm not saying I didn't break any of his bones, but am I bad luck for Martin if he's broken bones twice when he's been with me? To be fair, he's drinking both times, so maybe I'm just a bad influence. When Martin broke his ribs as well, we were at Download Festival, and he broke him playing this like stupid ball game. But I laughed at him, and I laughed at him, and I laughed at him, and I kept saying to him, "Oh, stop moaning about it, man. You're all right. Stop worrying about it. You're fine." He said, "Oh, my ribs hurt." It broke him, any. I didn't know, did I? I wouldn't, like, to be fair, that's, you know, that's a credit to him. Like, if I thought he was okay and he actually broke something, he must be pretty, like, hard for me to be like, nah, you've not broke that. You're not making enough fuss to have broken that. And every time he had broke it. Oh, Martin's done his ribs a few times. Okay, so I was there at, like, not a very high percentage of your breaks. That's good news. So it's not my fault. Can you put that in right for my lawyers? Also, I'm a bit worried about going to Disney because I have got Disney Plus. If I die, there won't be any compensation, guys. Charlie's broke his wrist. Feels like when you fall down the stairs and land on your arse. Ow. Does it not feel like, I know it's obviously going to hurt, but how does it feel? Like, other than pain, can you feel, does it feel like pins and needly? Does it feel like broken? Do you know what I mean? Like in my brain, it feels like you've broken an umbrella. You know when you try and put an umbrella up, and like the metal bits, you're all like bent up and broken. That's what I imagine your arm feels like inside. Yeah, I can't sue them, Ethan, so if they kill me, it's part of their plan. Mino Dalglish, money. Part of me wants to break a bone just to know what it's like. I know that's stupid, but I'd love to know what it's like because I've never done it. I literally never. Closest your arm feels dead. I guess it also depends what you break, right? Like, and how bad you break it. Cause you get the breaks where it's not actually like that, don't you? You get the breaks where it's still in the right shape, but it's like, or is that a fracture? I'm not very good at this whole medical stuff. Charlie's gonna clip that when I break a bone. One of Martin's friends snapped her leg in half. Why did she do that, Martin? Eh? Not very clever, was it? The thing is, I've had a lot of like muscle injuries. Like, I've torn my groin muscles. So, like, I don't tear it now because I can't run fast enough to tear it anymore. But like, I've torn that. I've torn my hamstring. I've torn the ligaments of my ankle about 1 billion times. I literally ripped the tendon off the muscle in my back. But I've never broke a bone. So maybe I'm like Wolverine. Got like adamantium skull. I can't make the claws come out though. I've got to try. Can you imagine if that, how sick would that have been if that just happened? If we all just sit here, talking about FIFA and that, and I just whack out my Wolverine claws. Sounds like a really iffy euphemism, but it's 9-5 now. I know I'd beat this person. I've started taking it a little bit more seriously. They're now doing the skills. Jamie, you alright, mate? How you doing? We're talking about broken bones. I've never broken a bone. And yeah, if you got any funny broken bone stories, now's the time. Martin says she stepped off the bus and it collapsed on her. What the bus did, or her leg did. The bus didn't. If the bus collapsed on her and she only broke her leg, she did all right. Charlie injured his foot on the trampoline. Still affects how you. Oh, I tell you what, my ankle. Like it will never be the same. I'm just so glad that it's my right ankle, not my left one. My left, I have done the ligaments in my left one as well. But I can still kick a ball properly. Even though it's my bad ankle is the right one, I can still kick a ball properly. I can still stand properly on the other one. Jamie, where is it? A bike hit you? Are we talking what sort of bike? Like a motorbike? Or a Lego bike? Or a push bike? Or one of them little tuk-tuk things they have in like Thailand and that? What sort of bike? And her leg, Martin has confirmed it was her leg that collapsed, not the bus. Can you imagine if you tried to get off a bus and just collapsed? I'd want me 150 back for the fare as well. I'd be fuming. I'll be like, excuse me, mate, you open up that box there. I want my £1.50 back now. To be fair, I probably would pay by card, actually. The odds that I paid cash are getting slimmer by the year. But yeah. There's just part of me that wants to know what it feels like. I know it's really stupid. And I accept it's really stupid. Martin said, wait, you charge 150, it's £2 up here. I'll be honest with you. I haven't got a bus for so long, I can't remember how much it costs. I live so far in the countryside now, they don't even have buses. There's like a horse and cart come pick you up every now and then. Charlie says someone while playing football broke his leg, smoking a cigarette while waiting for the ambulance. That's the way to do it. Oh, them little bikes. You waiting on a red light? Well, that's good. Cyclists do it all the time. Red light. Oh yeah, I'll keep going. No, you want your red light. If you want to try and act like a grown up and drive on the road, follow the freaking signs. The other thing I hate is, and I don't even drive, so I don't know why I get annoyed at cyclists. You know when they're like, there's a red light, and they're like, you know, I'm doing this like wobble like they do when they pedal. If you don't get what that is, they're pedaling along like that, and then there's a red light, so they go on the path. Because it's like, oh yeah, if I go on the path, it's not a red light anymore. I don't know why it's not when I see that. There's a lot, you know, there's a lot more big problems in the world. Every time I see a cyclist do that, I think, you little prick. To be fair, if I'm on a push bike, I do it as well, but do you know what I mean? Do as I say, not as I do. £3.50 in Sheffield for a bus. You get Uber for that, surely. To be fair, I think Uber starts at like £5. But if it was going to cost me £3.50 to get a bus, or a £5 to get an Uber, I'm getting an Uber. I don't have to sit near people. Or stand. Standing on the bus. Not fun. Answer, is there any way you'd want to go in Sheffield for £3.50? Point. Man was drunk driving on his bike as well, the one that hit you. That's another thing, like, don't drink and drive. If any of you drink and drive, go away. Fire engine in 2005 went into someone's house on Bradford Road. Shh, you imagine that. Imagine you just sat there watching frickin' The Chase. You know what I mean? Other quiz shows are available, but The Chase is currently my quiz show of choice. You just sat there watching The Chase. Friggin' fire engine come through your wall. Mental. How many games you got left? I think it's about 10, Ethan. We need to start winning something, to be honest. Because we're playing. I'm having fun though. Hope you're all having fun. That's what matters. It's not about winning. It's not about taking part. It's about enjoying yourself. And if you're enjoying yourself, you've won. Kind of. Depends how serious it is. Like, if the Ipswich players told me they enjoyed it today, I wouldn't be too happy. Martin says no, that's why I moved out of Derbyshire. Out to Derbyshire. So Sheffield's not in Derbyshire, is it in Yorkshire? Is Sheffield Yorkshire? This is where we test my geographical knowledge. Yorkshire. See, Martin knows his geography. Because he's from the north. Like, I'm from the south. I just know if it's east or west of London. Other than that, I don't care. Is it north of London? If it's north of London, I just know it's in the north. If it's below London, I just know whether it's east or west. Sheffield, South Yorkshire. So is there a rivalry between Sheffield and Leeds? I guess there is. Would you have joined in with the Huddersfield lads singing Leeds Are Falling Apart Again? I love that. Ipswich were winning like 5-0, so it didn't matter, but Ethan's girlfriend's from a small town called North Arlington. Derbyshire is about an hour drive. Okay. So it's not far from Nottingham then. Right? Nottingham is like within an hour of Derby, isn't it? Four. Near Middlesbrough. I don't know if I've heard of North Arlington. Next county over. What's the next county over? Arlington. On. Did she watch the channel, Ethan? Because if not, you know what to do. Get her subscribed. She'll enjoy it. I can go to the zoo and she can look at monkeys and stuff. Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire. Yeah, yeah. So they're close though, aren't they? Oh, they're not that far from me, either of them, I don't think. I think they're both like out. Ethan says he doesn't, but he'll get a sub, love that. If anyone else has a significant other who's not subscribed to the channel, they're letting all of us down. And you say to them, if you don't subscribe, I'll dump you. That's a joke, by the way, I'm not being serious. Still lost on my own. 30 minutes away from each other, there we go, Jamie knows. Bearded study, what are you saying, man? Have you recovered from the game today? Ethan says if she doesn't, I'll leave my dad to get them out. Oh. Yeah, we covered a lot of important stuff today. Geography, broken bones, why you shouldn't gamble. See, look, this is more than just a game of EAFC. This is an educational show. I feel like Brian Cox or something. Check out Monkey World. Yeah, I think, was it you that commented that on a video? It was, wasn't it, Charlie? I definitely want to go there because there was an Animal Planet show there when I was like a kid. I've never been, so like I definitely want to go. Like I love zoos. I love animals. Like I don't know if we've talked about it on the channel yet, but all my fish are dead. Like it's I'm trying not to laugh, which it's not funny. It's actually really upsetting. But that's how sometimes I deal with sad things. I laugh. Yeah, all my fish died in one of the heat waves. Like they ran out of oxygen. Martin says, am I fancying that? I am, because especially because I know it's not too far from where I am. Like, but they need the lineup, bro. They need the lineup that makes me want to go. Eva's gonna make a joke about no oxygen. Yeah, quite sad. So yeah, all my fish died. Some of the coral died, but the crabs and snails are still alright. So we still have crabs, and I've still got crabs, and I've still got pet snails. But I would have got new fish by now, but it doesn't make sense because I'm going to where am I going? I'm going to take you out. That's what I'm going to do. Javi got sent off, didn't he? This person's going to beat me, aren't they? Especially with hangout. Martin says, I think Slipknot are a lot the European tour next year. Rather they didn't say anything. Do you know what? I'd like to see Slipknot. Paynton Zoo in Devon. I haven't heard of that one. What's it like? Is it a big zoo, little zoo? Couple watts? I'll definitely look into it. I don't know when I'll be in Devon though. Devon's like near Cornwall, right? Oh, we're back on geography, guys. I don't know why my geography's so bad. Like, I've got GCSE, but that's not actually about like, oh, where's this? Do you know what I mean? GCSE geography isn't like, oh, what country is the Leaning Tower of Pisa in? GCSE geography is like, what is rain called? That was a banger. Painting South Devon. But yeah, if Slipknot's there, I'd definitely be interested. It would just be cool to go and hang out with you guys that I haven't seen for ages as well. Oh, do you know what? I've always wanted to go to the Eden Project. That's somewhere I've always wanted to go. I think it'd make a really fun video as well. Martin says I couldn't find my ID. Do you know what? Right. To get to uni, the bus stop was opposite my house, and it dropped me off at the library. So like, I didn't have to find my way to uni very often. I tell you, I could find my way to the kebab shop, and that was kind of near the uni. I could find my. It wasn't even a kebab shop; it was a shawarma place. Oh my god, it was incredible. I don't even know if it's still open. In Sunderland, it used to be called Best Shawarma, and it was the best shawarma. It was the best shawarma since Endgame. Oh god, I could just eat that right now. You know when you think about food and you think, oh, I could just have a bit of that right this minute. That's me. Martin said I found this shawarma shop fine. I knew where it was, mate. That was about 6 doors away from TK Maxx, which is another place I like to frequent. Shabby suspended. Fabinho gets a recall. Trent needs another contract. We can do that for him. He deserves it. But yeah, the Eden Project looks cool. I've never been. But yeah, the plan is to do more of them kind of like travel-y, day out type videos, vlogs. Like at the moment, I'm not making as many videos as I would like to. So, you know, I have been to Africa live, but I've never vlogged it. So I wouldn't be against. I like it. I don't think it's the. I think because it's mainly African stuff, or even all African stuff, it's not as exciting as some places. Like, because African animals are cool, right? Like, I'm not like prejudiced against animals from any part of the world or anything like that. But I don't know, I like tigers. Do you know what I mean? You don't get tigers in Africa. I like fish. You don't get that many fish in Africa. You get a lot of fish in Africa actually, especially go to Lake Malawi. But I was gonna say you don't get clownfish, but I think you might in like the north, like Egypt coral reefs and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. I think Africa alive is mainly like big game type stuff, though, isn't it? Like the sort of animals you'd find in like Kenya. Like, I can't even remember if it has a walk around bit. I haven't been there since I was like a teenager. Like it has, it's like a safari, isn't it? And then does it have a bit you walk around at the end, like Longleat or something? I like safari parks, but also last time I went to the safari park, we drove through the monkeys, and they did not damage our car. The owl sanctuary, Son of Mines, yeah, I did a video there for my birthday like 2 years ago. I just thought it'd be a nice chill day out for my birthday. I didn't want to do anything too like exciting, so we went to Stone of Mines. Because as well, we were going to Liverpool maybe 2 weeks after my birthday, so I still wanted to do something on my birthday. But yeah, the owl sanctuary at Stone of Mines is cool. I wish the golf thing still had the driving range there. It's my favourite driving range to go to. I don't even play golf, but I think there's something very therapeutic about just like drilling the golf ball. Do you know what I mean? Like just absolutely smashing the golf ball with a driver as far as you can. There's something like, I don't know, primal about it. But yeah, I don't even play golf, but I like a driving range. But the Stone Mines one was sick, because it was open at night as well. Because it was like an outdoor ball machine. So it was open like 24. You could literally just rock up there, like 2 in the morning, if you're in a bad mood, and just play on a driving range. I think you had to take your own clubs if you went at 2 in the morning. But, you know. How serious are you at the driving range if you ain't got your own club? But yeah, I definitely want to keep going to the zoos. I love it. Want to go to some more aquariums. There's still part of me tempted to go to Paris Aquarium when I'm in Paris next week. I don't think I will. I don't want to hype anyone up and say, oh, there's going to be a vlog at Paris, because I don't think I'll go. I'm 90% sure I'm going to spend every day hanging out with Mickey Mouse. Brighton's manager's younger than the Premier League. It's weird, isn't it? Right, he's younger than James Milner, isn't he? Imagine that. I think Ipswich have it with McKenna as well, and some players. Like, McKenna's younger than some of the people that have played for him. Like Keogh, who's just become a manager somewhere, hasn't he, Richard Keogh? I wish him all the best. He was never a big player for Town, but he did a bit of a job. Trying to put in the nicotine pouch. Whilst trying to defend. Not a good combo. And like earlier we were saying, don't gamble, don't ever smoke, guys, it's bad. Okay. Blackpool, yeah, it is Blackpool. He's caretaker manager, isn't he? The thing is, every manager's job's temporary in this day and age, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Even if you got a 4-year contract, you're only as good as your last 3 results. Like, I don't think there's any manager, maybe Guardiola, who could lose 3 games in a row and they're not thinking about sacking him. Unless you're at like a rubbish team, maybe. But like, if you're at any decent team, oh, he was 4-1 up and they drew 4-4. That's not a good start, is it? But like, anyhow, if Newcastle lost their next 3 games, like, Eddie Howe might get sacked, and then he'll go to England and play Trippier right back. I hope he doesn't. Still don't understand how Livramento can be ahead of Trippier at Newcastle, but Southgate plays Trippier. I don't understand it. Martin will put Arteta up there. I think if they lost 3 in a row, there'd be talks. I don't think he'd get sacked straight away. I think maybe the only other one is Slot. And that's only because Liverpool is a weird, like a club that's not had many managers. Like Roy Hodgson's the only one that didn't like last a year, basically. Like in my lifetime, I'm pretty sure Roy Hodgson's the only Liverpool manager that didn't last a year. But yeah, it's a weird job, isn't it? Because you get sacked at any point. I feel bad for football managers. I know they get a lot of money and whatever, but it's a lot of work. Like preparing for 2 games a week doesn't sound like a lot, but you're training every day. Do you think you would get Poch if Hal went? And if you could swap Hal for Poch now, would you, Martin? Charlie's just said the golden words that I completely agree with. Eddie Howe is overrated. Not, and he said slightly, which is right. He's not like massively overrated, but he is slightly overrated, isn't it? Like, I don't know. I want England to get Benitez. I've said it for a while. I've been saying it since about 2005. Right? Rafa Benitez. He wins competitions. He wins games. He understands knockout football. He's getting older now, so, you know, managing just 10 games a year would suit him. And a lot of people say he's not good at transfers. I don't agree with that, but people think it. Look at the players Rafa brought to Newcastle. Like, for the money he brought them for, under Mike Ashley as well. I think Rafa was good in the transfer market for Newcastle as well. He's definitely good for Liverpool. People say he wasn't because of Aquilani, but, you know, Arbeloa is starting to decline. Alonso was starting to decline. He needed to freshen it up. And he had a tiny budget. It was a really good episode of The Overlap the other day with Rafa Benitez on. He speaks really well. I think he's a really good manager. I still think he's the most underrated manager in football. Rafa Benitez. Like, he won La Liga with Valencia. Do you know what I mean? Like, he won La Liga with Valencia. Not Real Madrid. Not Barcelona. Valencia. He got sacked from Real Madrid because the owners didn't like him. But, like, even in his last game, the fans were chanting his name. So it wasn't the fans didn't like him. Martin says, never feel sorry for Steve Bruce. Eddie Howe to start from scratch. Yeah, Steve. I've never liked Steve Bruce. He is like the football. When people say someone's like a football dinosaur, it's Steve Bruce. Like, he's out of date. But Bielsa for the England job. Do you know what? He's actually done a really good job at Uruguay, which I don't think everyone has. I don't think everyone in England's paid attention to that. But he's done a good job at Uruguay. And like, yeah, I think Bielsa would be good. The only problem with Bielsa is he doesn't want to learn to speak English, does he? Like, it's almost like you know when like wrestlers have a gimmick when they're like pretending to be someone from another country. Like, I think the Iron Sheik is one who was pretending to be from another. Like, that's almost what Bielsa's like. Like, oh no, I have to have someone speak for me. I can't speak. He's like Hornswoggle. He can't speak. If Howe doesn't get Newcastle at least 6, yeah, he has to go. Newcastle have to get Europa League this season. I don't care how they get it, but they have to get. Like, even if, I think if they get to a cup final and get it that way, he might be alright. But yeah, for me, if they don't get Europa League, he's done. Yeah, like Great Carly in the early days, bring a manager in and talk for him. That's that's how I see Bielsa. Like, and I don't think he would ever get the England job because of that. Is that right? Is it wrong? I don't know. But I don't. The thing is, I'm not the biggest fan of foreign managers managing countries. Like, I think it would be better if you had to have a manager from your country. Like, you have to have players from your country. If you had to have like coaching staff and everything from your country, I think it would be maybe more interesting. But obviously, there's a lot of big names like Thierry Henry managing, assistant manager at Belgium, weren't he? And stuff like that that wouldn't be in the international tournaments if they couldn't manage another country. You'd get nowhere near that. So yeah, I'm not sure on the international managers being from other countries, but I think it should be in the rules. Like, I don't think, oh, you shouldn't do it. If you're allowed to do it, do it. But I don't think anyone should be allowed to do it. Charlie thinks Newcastle go fourth final day. I hope they do. I like Newcastle. Not a shout. I lived up there. I'm unfortunate enough to have lots of friends who are Newcastle fans. I've got lots of friends who are Sunderland fans as well. That's quite sad. But lots of people say it has to be an English manager. Martin says best of. Yeah, I think while the rules are a community one, I think the rules should be different. I think the rules should be it has to be a manager from your country. But then that hurts like Azerbaijan and like, do you know what I mean? Like, is it Albania that got an Italian manager? Like, it hurts those teams, doesn't it? Doesn't hurt the big countries that much. It would hurt Brazil maybe because their managers are never really the best, are they? Oh God. Sunderland, honestly, I'll tell you what, Charlie. You go on Twitter and you see them all raging, right? But on even my Facebook, I've got I went to Sunderland University, lived there 3 years. I know a lot of Sunderland fans. They are furious that he's going. But like, I think we're paying fair money for him. Like, you're never happy to lose your best player, but what I think they're actually more upset about, they don't trust their owners to replace it. Like, I don't think Sunderland fans trust the ownership to spend that money on the squad. Like, and if they were going to, I don't think there'd be as much of an issue about the sale. It's like when Liverpool sold Coutinho and they used the money to get like Van Dijk and Alisson. You don't mind losing Coutinho if you're getting like other players without money. But like this summer when Liverpool are selling people and not bought anyone, you're like, come on. Just bring someone in. Like, Liverpool just haven't signed anyone. There's only like 2 clubs in the top divisions in the world, in Europe, sorry, that haven't signed anyone. Liverpool's one of them. And I know we've got a good squad and stuff, but like, just bring someone in. Whether it's Gordon or I'd even take Branthwaite at this point. I don't like Branthwaite. Yeah, Newcastle sold Andy Carroll, the greatest centre forward in Newcastle's history, their best number 9, and well, before Joel Linton, he was their best number 9. And then they didn't buy anyone. It doesn't. I hate it. When like Mike Ashley's like scum for doing that. Selling and not replacing. Yeah, that's the Marcus Ashton. Not Marcus Ashton. Don't want to disrespect Marcus Ashton. Mark Ashton, sorry. Marcus Evans is the person I meant to say. Mark Ashton's the top boy. But yeah, if you sell people, bring all that money in and don't replace them, it's just gut wrenching. It upsets me. I don't like it. Like, spend the money. Like, if you bring the money in and spend, and you don't have to spend all of it. I get sometimes you might need a little bit of money for wages, or you know, you might put money into your academy or your stand, but spend it. Kenny, he's got a Dharma Traore at centre back, I think. Filth. Oh, it's fucked up there. Well, I turned him with Firmino and I just couldn't find the pass. I can't get out. His press is really good. Don't know whether he's got on like ultra pressing. If he has, hopefully they tire and then it'll be like Liverpool, which is the second half. But their press is so good. They just sold Darren Moore for 10 million, top goal scorer in the Championship. Didn't replace him. Drop off came after that, yeah. Martin's not happy that I said Andy Carroll is Newcastle's best number 9. He's obviously more of a fan of Joel Linton, and I understand that because he's a top player. My favourite thing is to talk to Newcastle fans about why Alan Shearer's crap. They hate it. And they'll be like, oh, he scored the most Premier League goals. Yeah, they're tap-ins. He's a tap-in merchant. He's a tap-in merchant who couldn't run, couldn't dribble, was selfish. He upset my mate Michael Owen. Shearer and Milburn, yeah, to be fair, Milburn you can have. Shearer, don't like him. I've never liked Alan Shearer, honestly. It's just, I don't know why. I never liked him as a player. I never enjoyed watching him. He's just not my type of player. He's just boring. He's so boring to watch. I think. Don't get me wrong. He's a good goal. He's like Haaland, right? And Harry Kane. Yeah, they're good goal scorers, but it's not fun to watch Haaland, is it? Does anyone watch Haaland and go, oh, I like this? And then you watch like Roberto Firmino or someone like just spinning the ball around and messing about and scoring back heels. Like, give me Bobby Firmino every day over one of them types. Or Torres. It's like Liverpool had some number 9s, didn't they? Including Andy Carroll. Yeah, Shearer was from an era where that fancy stuff wasn't done. So whether he could have learned to do it in a modern era, maybe. I just like the player that has a bit of fun. You know what I mean? Like my favourite Newcastle striker is probably Shola. I like Shola. He wouldn't. Yeah, he. That's what I mean. Like, he wouldn't survive one game, but I don't know whether he could adapt. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, if he'd been raised in this era and grew up in this era where you play out from the back and all that stuff, I don't know. I reckon he could have learned to do it. He just wasn't my type of. He's good, but he's just not my type of player. Same as Harry Kane. Like, I do not enjoy watching Harry Kane play football. Almost out of monster, guys. That's not good. I think we'll be running out of the old energy drink. Van Dijk covers well. Stevie covers Van Dijk. More covers here than the sale at Dunelm. TO8. Yeah, Ben Arthur was fine, wasn't he? I like Balotelli. You know, he's one of my favourite players to watch. I used to love watching, and Zlatan as well. Zlatan's a funny player to watch, man. Doing all sorts of mad stuff. Wonder what all the pundits would say when Ipswich proven wrong, Charlie. When, not if. I think Ipswich will prove, like, done really well against Liverpool and City. I know City beat them 4-1, but, you know, even going, I didn't mean to pass that to Sterling. Reach has gone wide like that. How's... I thought he wasn't blowing there. That should be a straight red as well. John Reach, here we go. Around the wall. Too far out, probably. Shit. We're 6-3 up, but I still don't want to concede. This person has shown they can play. Didn't Liverpool lose 4 on City? Probably, mate. They definitely have at some point. City is so, like I was saying to Amy's dad when he watched it, you know, City are literally financially doping. Like, what City are doing financially is the exact same as, like, pumping your players with steroids. It's not fair. It's wrong. And it should be really badly punished. Newcastle have always had it. Yeah, I always think of Newcastle having like a hard-working, strong midfield, but also that can play as well. Like Kieran Dyer works hard, put a tackle in, but he can play as well. That's an awful pass to Mane. Oh, Tonali's back next week. That's a massive plus. He's someone I enjoy watching as well. He plays football, doesn't he? I think it's why I like Thiago so much at Liverpool. Like, I enjoy them types of players. Like, they're fun to watch. Like at Ipswich, one of my favourite players is Bertrand Selena. He was mental, Selena. How many points will City get this season? Well, there's rumours they're going to get docked 80. But I think they'll still get 90 points, not including the deduction. I still think if there's any outcome of this FFP stuff that doesn't involve City getting relegated, the game's gone. Financial fair play is gone. If City don't go down for 115 rule breaches, it's over. It's honestly, and like Tonali getting banned for betting. What's worse? You know, sticking tenner on yourself to score, or signing, you know, four fullbacks in a window for like 50 million each. Oh, you can play midweek. I hope he does have a point to prove, and he does well. I really do, because I like him, and I'll be happy for Newcastle as well. I think losing him last season was huge. Like, I still think that's the biggest reason that last season went how it did for Newcastle. I know some people disagree and say it was Champions League, but for me, if they had Tonali, you know, someone who's been in the Champions League and experienced it as well, would have been a big help. Yeah, I hope if City don't get punished, Newcastle just completely go crazy. Do you know what I mean? Get them all. Get the whole Saudi Pro League on loan. You know what I mean? Have your centre forward options is Firmino, Benjamin, Ronaldo, and Isaac. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Mahrez on the right wing. Do it. Who's the Portuguese centre mid that plays in that Newcastle were linked with a loan move before? Get him in. If they're not going to punish financial fair play, everyone wants to just start taking the mickey. Neves, that's the one. He's a baller. It's a shame he's playing in Saudi because he's good enough to play top level still. He's like a Champions League player for me, but he's not. He's playing in Saudi. cash in the big check. So I can't blame him. The way life is, isn't it? Like, if Twitch phoned me tomorrow, and I've done Twitch before, but if Twitch phoned me tomorrow and said, you know, we want you to start doing your streams on Twitch instead of YouTube, you're going to make 10 times as much money, it's life-changing money, I would be there, probably. Yeah, I just think you can't blame these players that are going for big money. And it's like some people are saying, I don't know why you'd go to Chelsea. Like, why wouldn't you go to Chelsea? Like, people are saying, why would Cole Palmer, why wouldn't you sign a 9-year contract? Dad says, what's my lineup for tomorrow? Obviously, Alisson has to play in goal. Right back has to be Trent for me. Van Dijk obviously plays. I don't know whether you play Konate or Kwanzaa. I think if you don't play Kwanzaa, it could hurt his confidence. But then Konate was so good when he come on against Ipswich that it would be harsh to not play Konate. So I think that centre back is probably one of the hardest things to pick. I think Robbo will play left back. Midfield 3, I think, will be Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. I don't think he'll make a change there. Where I'm interested is what he does up front. Because that's where you've got options at Liverpool. Like, you could play any of Jota, Gakpo, Diaz and Núñez on that left wing. You could play 3 out of those 4 in the middle. Salah will play on the right. I'd like to see Núñez get a start up top. Now he's in another week of pre-season. I doubt it though. He didn't even come off the bench last week. So I think Jota scored as well. So it'd be... I don't like dropping players that scored. I'm not the biggest fan of when managers do that. So maybe I would go Diaz, Jota, Salah. What would you go with? I'm about not enough people joining the army, but they're all part of Chelsea's squad. Exactly. Martin says Chelsea's another team that he's looking at. I agree. Like, they're breaking the rules. Like, it's so obvious that they're breaking the financial rules. Like it's just clear. And if there's loopholes, they need to be closed. That's why I think we're going to see a shake-up of the finances in the Premier League as a result of all this. I think we're potentially looking at like squad wage caps. I think we're looking at squad wage caps. I think we're maybe looking at transfer like limits. Because something's got to change. No one wants to get into a spending competition with Newcastle. Like, it's got to be stopped. It's just got to be stopped. And as well, I feel like I feel it even stronger as a Liverpool fan because Liverpool are playing by the rules. And Newcastle are as well, to be fair, so you've probably got the same sort of feeling. Like, your club, although they've got no money, they're doing what they can within the rules. And like, you've had to sell the odd player to balance the books. You know, you nearly had to let Gordon go to balance the books. Like, the fact that Chelsea and City and that are just still taking the piss out of it, like, it's got to be sorted. It has to be sorted for me. And I still think the only way to do it is some sort of wage cap or transfer fee cap. As we go, Alisson, Trent, Virgil, Ibu, Robbo. You play Endo, that's interesting. He would play Endo, Dom, Maka, Salah. He'd play Darwin as well. Like, I would want to play Darwin, but I don't think we will. Like, if it was the 11 that I wanted for tomorrow, Darwin plays instead of Diaz. But I think he'll play Diaz. But Endo seems to have been kind of like not fancied, doesn't he? I like Endo. I think he's an underrated player. But it doesn't really seem to me like Slot fancies him, which is a shame. Yeah, Newcastle were forced to sell Minter to stay compliant. So when teams like City are just taking the piss out of the rules, it's a joke. Charlie Nunes is a top level striker in Europe. I think he will be, I really do. I think he's got everything apart from just that bit of calm. If Nunes can just sometimes, not even all the time, he just breathe a little bit when he finishes. Because you don't want to take all the chaos out of it. Because it's part of what makes him like so hard to play against for people. But if you could just make him a little bit more of a like refined version of what he is, I think he'd be ridiculous. And that's like I was saying earlier about how do you replace Salah? Well, I think you can't replace him. So you get Nunes to score 25 goals a season and replace his goals with Nunes and like a right winger that can still get 10-15. Martin's going to be buying him back in FIFA. His potential in FIFA must be well high. I know Football Manager is quality. Darwin Nunes needs some McKenna coaching. Yeah, I'm hoping that Slot will make him better. Because I feel like Klopp is a bit mental as well, in like a really good way. But like, Klopp was a bit crazy as well. And I don't think that's what Nunes needs. I feel like Nunes needs someone to, do you know what I mean? Like, be like the force of reason. So yeah, I'm hoping that Slot can bring out the best in him. Obviously, he came back from pre-season super late. Literally super late he's back from pre-season. So that hasn't helped. Martin says not this year, but next year he should be. Yeah, he should have been this year though, because his potential I think was clear, wasn't it? You know what I mean? Like you could just by watching, you see this boy's got a chance. It's not a goal we wanted to concede, is it, guys? Had the final sip of Monster now. Let's have a little look how many millions we need. I think we still need 2. We'll carry on with this game. We might win this. Is he close? Anyone joining the stream late? My main chair broke, so I'm sat on a different chair. That's why I'm a bit like weird in the camera. I have moved my camera to try and fit myself in the frame, but it's like this chair's low compared to my old one was much taller. Just in case anyone's like looking for me. The sun looks different. That's what it is. I'm not a haircut or anything like that. Do I think Everton? No, I don't think they're done already. I think Sean Dyche is too. Sean Dyche, I think, is too good to be writing them off. I'll tell you what though, if they were to get deducted 6-9 points, I think it would be really tough for them. I think it would be really, really tough for Everton if they were to duck the points. In the same way, I think for Forest, getting deducted points is going to be massive. Like, if Forest get deducted... Like, I think this season, you might see 3 teams go down and get deducted points for fair play. Where do I think Villa finish? Charlie thinks 8th. See, I know everyone's worried about Champions League for Villa. But then Emery's been there and done it. It's not like Eddie Howe, who'd never experienced it before. Like, Emery's played plenty of European football. So I think having a coach, even if the players don't have the experience of it that much, I feel like the coach has, and that can only be like a positive. I don't think they'll finish top 4. I think they might come like 6th. I think they might come 6th. I think my top 4 at the moment is Man City, Liverpool, Newcastle and Ipswich. And Arsenal, obviously. I think that's my top 4. Who do I think will be the set piece taker tomorrow? I've got to be honest with you guys. It's under Slot. I've not been sure who's going to take the set pieces. Like, I feel like it's a little bit less predictable than Klopp. Like, I think you're definitely picking out a Szoboszlai and Trent if it's in a shooting position, but McAllister can take one, can't he? But I think it'll be Sobo or Trent if it's like a shooting position. If it's a crossing position, it'll be Trent or Robbo. Something I thought about football today, I feel like there's less set piece takers than there was 10, 20 years ago. I don't know if it's just because teams are more organised defending them. But like if you look at like 2005 Liverpool, you got Alonso, Risa, Gerrard, Didi Hamann. Like, 4 really good. Like, you'd fancy any of them to score from the edge of the box. And there's probably people like Harry Kewell could take one. He didn't take many for Liverpool though, he took more for Leeds. Harry Kewell. And then a little bit after you had like Aurelio, Aga was another one. I love it when centre halves can take free kicks. Something fun about it. Martin's just seen the Ipswich goal. Oh, I tell you what, when that went across that line, it's absolutely ecstatic. Worst thing as well is I bet on Ipswich to win today, and I could have cashed out for triple what I'd invested. Again, I'm not advocating gambling. Gambling's bad. Don't do it. It's stupid, but I do it sometimes. And I bet on Ipswich to win. I could have cashed out for triple my money, but I tried to hang in there, and I was like, I think they might do it, and I was stupid. Yeah, VAR's a problem. Let's just get rid of it. I thought about it today, watching the Ipswich game, because anyone that hasn't seen the highlights of the Ipswich game, Man City get a penalty, which was probably just a penalty. And then Ipswich, basically, in my opinion, there's a slightly worse tackle on an Ipswich player, and he's also getting pushed by a second player, and it's not given. For me, if you give one, you have to give both. So what I would do, personally, I would get rid of VAR for anything that's not factual. So like what I mean is, like, if someone makes a tackle and they take someone out and the referee's decision was, like for example the referee said, oh no, you got a touch on the ball. If you can see he didn't get a touch on the ball, that's like a factual thing. VAR can get involved. Handball, if the referee says, oh no, that touched his chest but it touched his hand, that for me is like a factual thing. That's fine. Offside, fine. It's factual. But I don't think you can use it for all these opinion decisions that keep happening. Because football's so subjective that I just think we need to get rid of it for anything that isn't like a factual decision. Anything that's about opinions. Kenny Dalglish in the 92nd minute lobs the keeper with a left-footed volley. Outrageous winner that. Why does it take the linesman so long to judge it offside? It's stupid because if they're not certain, they don't put their flag up. You know, if they're not certain, they don't put their flag up because they don't want to get it wrong, basically. Which is just stupid. So I think we need one more win, do we? No, 2 more wins out of 8. Yeah, it's so stupid. Like, players getting injured and stuff when the flag should be up winds me up. We're going to switch to automated offsides. The Premier League was supposed to have it this season, but for whatever reason they haven't got the technology ready. But we should get the automated offsides like at the Euros, which is a little bit better for that. Not much better, but it's a bit better. But yeah, for me, you should just use VAR for the factual stuff. Like offside, did it touch a hand? Did the person touch a ball? Did the ball go out as well? Like if there's a, you know, if there's like a ball that's gone out. Yeah, City re-signed Gundogan like yesterday, day before. Barcelona didn't want him because he wasn't the best for them. But yeah, I just think use it for the factual stuff, but don't use it for is that a foul or not, because it's a subjective like opinion, and like it, you know, a lot of the decisions you could show them to 50 people, and they could be completely split. Martin's putting him in his fantasy team. I think he's an alright signing for them, you know, to come in, do a job. He already knows the club. Obviously, they're being a little bit careful because of the financial charges. Like, they're being more careful than ever with who they're signing. Like, they've literally just brought in, like, what's his name? Silvino. Is it Silvino? The one that died for the penalty against Ipswich. He did make contact, but he made a meal of it. But yeah, for me, we should just use VAR, factual stuff like that. Don't use it for is that a foul, because there's too many opinions. Dad says it was never a pen, that's City first one. Have you seen the second one that Ipswich didn't get? Like, the way I see it is, if you give one, you have to give both. And that's why I can't stand VAR. Yeah, City are behaving because they don't want people to be upset they broke the rules. There's also rumours that City are trying to avoid like punishment that affects them this year. So like they're trying to avoid like a points deduction this season. Which I get, but also if you strip their titles off, no one cares. No, refs don't ever want to give the big decisions. But then you've also got the fact they're all employed in friggin' the Middle East by the people at own Man City. Martin says because Pep loses someone. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's their plan. Like, let's get the last league title out of Pep before he goes. Let's avoid the transfer ban. That should always be, for me, financial fair play, any breach, 12-month transfer ban. That should be the first thing that happens. You broke the rules, you can't sign players. That should be, for me, that would be the first thing I would do. Like Everton, Nottingham Forest, all these teams that have been docked points, they shouldn't be able to sign anyone. But that's what I mean this season. You've got potentially Everton, Forest and Leicester all getting docked points, as well as Man City. I don't think City will get docked points. I know I've said it before. I think they'll weasel their way out of it. I don't think the FA and the Premier League are actually strong enough to do it. Like, you've got like basically a court case between a football club, between a football league and a whole country. Like, who's going to win? Yeah, Everton and Forest both got docked points last season. Everton apparently need to bring in at least 40 million in transfer fees now, if they don't sign anyone else, to not be in breach. That's what I've seen online. I don't know how true it is. So that's why I think Liverpool might get Branthwaite from them, because that would tip them back. But yeah, if Everton, Forest and Leicester all get docked points, this really would help Ipswich stay up. It really would. But I personally think, you know, if you break the rules, transfer ban. Charlie thinks the government might get involved, maybe. I'd hope so, but I don't think they will. I think the problem is as well, I think we have a problem as well where the government is shit scared of upsetting these countries as well. Which is why we made no fucking complaints about the World Cup in Qatar. Do you know what I mean? Literally hundreds of fucking slaves dying building the stadiums. Hundreds of modern day slaves, people who have had their frickin' passports confiscated by their employer, so they can't leave, can't get out of the country. Literally modern day slavery, like the absolute definition of modern day slavery. And you know, we didn't make a fuss about the World Cup, we just went along with it. Because, I don't know, they're just shit scared to stand up sometimes. What do I think of the new Champions League format? I don't think it's the best, mate, I'll be honest. I think it could be fun. Like, because the group stages of the Champions League isn't exciting, really. Like, there should be more fun games. But I don't think it's like the most fair sporting system. Because you could be a team that has to play like Real Madrid, City, Liverpool in your group games. And then someone else might play like Man United. And Man United even in the Champions League this year. I don't even know what Ten Hag did last year in the end. But you show them, like, you could... It could be wildly different. What the sets of games for people, because you only play 1 in 4 teams in it. So some teams are bound to get favourable draws, and some are bound. I know it's supposed to be done on rankings, which is supposed to make it fair, but I don't like it. Martin says, "What's going to happen now with the big teams?" Yeah, I think it's a disadvantage to the small teams. Because as well, the games are drawn on ranking points and stuff. It's not like a random draw, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's like the groups was like a bloke putting some balls in a freaking bowl and pulling some out. It's random unless they got hot and cold balls that UEFA love to use, so they can get Barcelona in the final again, also known as UEFA Loaner. Man United Europa League. John Reese is stepping up. I tell you what, his man behind the wall worked there. I've never really seen that work. I've seen people try to do it, but I haven't seen it work that much. But yeah, for me, the new group stage format's stupid. Because where they're saying that it's going to be drawn on like ranking points and stuff, I don't know, I don't know enough to know if it's going to be a random draw. But what it says to me is it's going to be like the Premier League fixture list, where, you know, no two huge games are on at the same time. No two big teams play at the same time. Because it's all like corrupt. Like UEFA's going to put like Liverpool versus Real Madrid and stuff for the TV money. Martin said he feels asked what, the Champions League? I'll be amazed if they win the Champions League. I swear down, I'll be amazed. I reckon Newcastle will win the Champions League before Arsenal. They just can't do it. Like, just even historically, they can't do it in Europe. Oh, you're talking to Charlie? Do I think any team stops City winning the league in the near future? I don't know. If the league doesn't sort out the financial fair play stuff, I don't think anyone will. I don't think anyone can. Unless someone like Newcastle takes the piss and does it as well. Also, I missed a comment from Daz, I think, a minute ago. I did see it, but I didn't reply. Do I think we have a few good games after United? Yeah, I think out of our first 5, United's the only difficult game. No offence to all the Ipswich fans watching. You know, I know you love your club and that, but for Liverpool, that's an easy game. Ipswich didn't make it the easiest of games, but it's on paper, that's an easy game. But yeah, I can't. For me, the Champions League is out of Liverpool, City, Madrid, Barca, Bayern Munich. Maybe Juve if they're there. They're the teams that I always think can do it. Like Liverpool, just because of their history in the competition. Like, even that Rafa Benitez team that did it, which wasn't the best team, and for me, that AC Milan team is maybe the best club. Like, a lot of people say this City team is the best club side of all time. I don't agree. Look at that 2005 AC Milan side. It's stacked. Like, right back, Cafu. Who would you rather have, Cafu or Kyle Walker? It's not even a serious debate, is it? Centre backs, Yap Stam and Nesta. You wouldn't swap Yap Stam and Nesta for City centre backs. Left back, Paolo Maldini. We don't even need to talk about that. There's only one left back you pick over him, and it's Roberto Carlos. Defensive midfield, you know. Well, they played a diamond, didn't they? Which was Gattuso, Pirlo, Seedorf. For me, only De Bruyne. Maybe Rodri gets near that, but they're not in that. They're not. Do you know what I mean? Kako is a joke. Literally, Kako is something else. Up front, Shevchenko and Crespo. Now, don't get me wrong, Haaland's better than them. But I don't think there's a better club side than that AC Milan team that Liverpool beat. Personally. 1 to 11, it's a joke. If you look at the Man United teams of years past, they won the league by a lot more points than Man. Yeah. The thing is as well, like if you like, now I could be looking biased here, right? But even if you look at Liverpool 2019, that's better than City's team. Like, okay, Edison's better than Pepe Reina. But left back John Arisa, he's as good as Guardiola. Don't start that. Centre backs Carragher and Huppier, Aga, Skirtle, as good as what City's got. Right back Steve Finnan, Arbeloa. It's better than what City's got. Centre mids Gerrard, Alonso, Mascherano. Do you know what I mean? City can't hold a candle with that. Then you got Fernando Torres up top. We won't talk about wings. The Liverpool wings are awful, but I don't think this City team is, especially 1 to 11. I don't think they're the best club side. People always say they're the best club. I don't think they are at all. You can also look at like 2004 Real Madrid. Like that's a team. Do you know what I mean? You got like Beckham, Figo, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos. It's a joke of a team. Michael Owen on the bench. Like Michael Owen, the Ballon d'Or winner, was their second choice striker. That's how good their team was. But yeah, like the free kicks as well. Like I saw this picture where you got Beckham, Figo, and Roberto Carlos talking about who's going to take the free kick. No one wants anything to do with that. Jonathan Woodgate, he was a baller. He was really unlucky with injuries, not only Woodgate. I think he would have been top player if he didn't get injured. But yeah, I don't. People say this City team is the best. I just don't think football's as good. In general. I think football's got worse. I think it's partially because of money. I think it's also because everyone plays the same. But yeah, football isn't what it used to be. If you look at like if you think about like the old 2005 Premier League. Like, and this is what I mean about Haaland. Like Haaland's, you know, doing great numbers and stuff. But you think 2004, 2005 Premier League, you've got Wayne Rooney, Michael Owen. Oh no, 2003, 2004, sorry, we go. Wayne Rooney, Michael Owen, Thierry Henry, Dennis Bergkamp, Alan Shearer. I'll put him in there. I don't like him, but I'll put him in there. Like, who else you got? Did Chelsea have Shevchenko at that point? Or did they get Shevchenko later? They had Drogba, I think. Like Drogba. Even like Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank will get 25, 30 goals a year still. But yeah, you like centre mids. Like the best CDM now is Rodri, who's a nice player to watch and stuff. But back then, you had like Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira, like box to box midfielders. I don't know who. I know not many teams play with like a box to box, but who's the best box to box in the Premier League? Maybe Guimaraes? I think that's a fair shout. Bruno Guimaraes, is he the best box to box? So like by box to box, I mean someone who's not attacking or defensive minded really. Is Guimaraes the best one? Like Guimaraes, and then if you look like back then, you had Gerrard and Lampard. Like it's a different level. Martin's is him or Joel Linton. That's what I mean. So you got like, I guess maybe Alexis McAllister if you class him as that. But like he's not like Man United have Varane in the middle. I just don't think football's as good in general. And like, if you made an 11 of the best Premier League players now, and you made an 11 of the best Premier League players from the noughties, the team from the noughties wins. I don't know who the hell you'd play centre back. You go John Terry, you go Ferdinand, you go Sol Campbell, you go Ledley King. Left back, you'd probably go Ashley Cole. That's probably the only position I think wouldn't be a debate. Back then, you also had these maverick players like Jens Lehmann, Oliver Kahn as well. Davley scores. Charlie says players are less technically gifted nowadays compared. I agree. Like people say the game is more technical now. I think, like in general, it is. Like I think a centre back now is more technically gifted than a lot of centre backs. Oh yeah, Titus Bramble. Yeah, I'll go Titus Bramble. Right back, Herman Hreiðarsson. Is he sent off for that? If they are, that's the game. John Arisa. Oh, he scored. That's Reese's next. Oh, I tell you, that's a great goal. But yeah, if you compare football now to 2005, like even if you went for like the World 11, not even just Premier League, if you went World 11, like the World 11 from 2005 would smash the World 11 from now. Martin says players these days are softer. Yeah, I completely agree. Only thing maybe is them the players from now might be fitter. They might be fitter. I'd give them that. But I think if you go players from 20 years ago, I feel like I'm getting old saying that. But look at the goalkeepers from like 2005, like Buffon, Casillas, Kahn, Dida. I think Schmeichel's just about still kicking about. Like, there's so many that would just. Rogério Ceni. Anyone that doesn't know who he is, he's a Brazilian goalkeeper who took free kicks. He got like 100 like career goals or something as a goalkeeper because he used to take free kicks. It was sick at. Yeah, you had teams like Reading, Wigan, Stoke in the top flight. Like, but I don't even think it's nostalgia. I just think it was better then. You had like young Messi, young Ronaldo, but you also had Ronaldinho, Kaká, R9. So I was going to bed that night, mate. Have fun in Disneyland Paris. See you next week. Yeah, so I don't know. Next week, I won't be back to stream at the weekend, I don't think. I might be back Sunday night, but I don't think I'll have qualified for Weekend League. But we might just do a stream playing Rivals or something. But yeah, there won't definitely be a stream next week, but I hope there is. It just depends how late I get back and stuff, because when I get back from Disney, Ipswich play Fulham, so I'm going to be coming back, then I'm going to be going to Ipswich to watch that game. So yeah, it's a crazy busy one. But yeah, cheers man, I will enjoy it. Like I said, I'll vlog it so you can all, you can all come with me. on the journey. But yeah, I just think football's better. Zidane was playing then. Like, yeah, like Ronaldinho, so good. So good. Like, the stuff Ronaldinho used to do is a joke. Like, there's that goal, he catches it on his shoulder and walks past the defender. Absolute joke it was. And there's also that advert where he just keeps hitting the ball into the bar, which I still believe he actually did. I know those people say that's fake, but I believe in him. Martin says even the bottom of the Premier League had top players. Yeah, like Morten Gamst Pedersen. Morten Gamst, what a baller he was. Okay, so we just need to lose the rest of the games, and then we can open our rewards, guys. So we won't be streaming much longer. I need to go to bed. Look. Start my journey to Paris tomorrow. I can't wait. We're gonna have Baines, Chimbonda. We're gonna have an absolute baller as well. Pedersen was in Martin's fantasy team every year. I used to buy him on Pro Evo all the time because you could play all over the place. You could play left back, centre mid, left wing, number 10, take a free kick. Ivan Campo as well. He went to Ipswich, but Ivan Campo, baller. So we're giving wins away now, lads, so we can... Oh, I meant to quit. Sorry. Didn't mean to waste your time, pal. It was a mistake. And I'm genuinely apologetic. Ryan Taylor. He could take a free kick, couldn't he? That's what I mean about free kick takers. Who's today's Ryan Taylor? There's not one, is there? Who's today's Morten Gamst Pedersen? Who's today's JJ Okocha? Make free kicks great again. Like, I'm going to get a hat printed with that on. Free kicks just suck now. Like, you used to have like Roberto Carlos and Beckham and stuff. Juninho. Remember Juninho at Borough? He was disgusting. Juninho at Borough was just a joke. An absolute joke. Like, Juninho, you do what you want with the ball. Paulo Aymar as well. Rafa Benitez loves him. So you got Paulo Aymar. Who else you got? There's loads of them. I just think, you know, the free kick is like a dying art form. I'd be interested to know if as many free kicks are scored now as there used to be. With all the set piece coaches and stuff. Yeah, Martin's right. When they're paid that much money, they don't care. If you pay someone 700 grand a week, they're not really going to care about what they're doing, are they? Which is a shame, you know. But there used to be so, like Adriano as well. How good was Adriano? Inter Milan, Adriano, Brazil. Free kicks as well, he had a rocket. And there's not many players with a rocket now as well. You used to have like John Anarisa, Didi Hamann, Gerrard, Lampard, Ballack, who just could absolutely smash a football. But you don't really have them now, do you? Like, you don't really... Schneider's another one. I know he's still going, but... Well, I think he's just retired, hasn't he? But Wesley Schneider's another one that was like one of them free kick geniuses. It's why Martin watches the EFL highlights, tries to get the Newcastle women games much better. I want to go to one. I've never been to a proper women's game. I want to go. It's something that's on my, like, I wouldn't say bucket list. That's too extreme. But it's something I want to do. I'd like to go watch a women's game, see what it's like, see what the atmosphere is like, vlog it. It'll be fun. Do you know what I mean? We go check it out. But I sometimes watch the Liverpool women's games if they're on. Adriana, a name you've not heard for years. It's what I mean. Like, if he was playing now, like, stick Adriano in that Man City team and see if he can score how many Haaland does. I bet you he does. That's what I mean. Like, if you stick Alan Shearer in that City team, he scores more than Haaland probably. Like, football's not as good. Oh, Newcastle winning second tier now. Back-to-back promotions. That's decent. Oh, you just signed a Lioness as well. That's pretty cool. I guess Newcastle probably has a similar, because Liverpool's women's team took a while to get to the WSL. But obviously they had the pull of being Liverpool, so I guess Newcastle has that as well, you know. Even though you're in a lower league, you're still Newcastle. So it probably brings in players a little bit. Like, let's see if we can pack someone actually like incredible in these packs. Zlatan's not in the game, so who cares about getting a Swedish striker? It's Henrik Larsson. He's another one. Henrik Larsson. How good was Henrik Larsson? I can't believe we're at a point where I'm just throwing away 90s as well. And the new owners have been pumping money in the women's game. That's good though, isn't it? But also, this is what I was saying about Everton. I don't think that should count in your financial fair play stuff. Like, your men's team shouldn't be penalised because you're investing in the women's game that we want to grow. And I think it's the same with academies. We want English football to get better, but if you spend 50 million on your academy, in terms of financial fair play, you can't then buy a player. It's just wrong, basically. That's what thanks for listening to my TED talk, everyone. French right winger. Chelsea, don't know who it is. Well, it's Bolton, it's one of the ladies' players. Chelsea have so many players in their men's team. Like, you know, wouldn't be surprised if they just had a right winger from France. I didn't know. Kamada? No, it's not Kamada. Who's that? Oh, it is Kamada. Is he at Palace? Didn't even realise he went to Palace. I don't really watch Palace. Don't like Palace. Still upset about Christian Ball. That's a rubbish one as well. Where's the good players at? Peter Cech. Great shout out from Martin. Peter Cech, what a keeper. That's what I mean, the keepers then, or something else. Even like, who's the Irish boy at Newcastle? He's there years. What's his name? Can't think of his name. Irish Shay Given. I tell you what, Shay Given. Put Shay Given. We just packed best goalkeeper of all time. Yes. But I want Liverpool players, so it's not exciting. They're basically fodder to me. Is there any new Liverpool players? Let's have a little look. Lucy Bronze used to play for Liverpool. But yeah, no new men's players at the top level. How good was Shay Given? Damien Duff is another one. Like, if Damien Duff was playing today, it'd be worth crazy money. Casillas versus Buffon. Yeah, like, people would argue about that all day, wouldn't they? Whether it's Casillas or Buffon was the best. I prefer Buffon. I don't know who this is. Cadiz. Come on. Oh, it's red. That could be good. I don't think it is. Is it McKenny or someone? Someone from the Philadelphia Union. Oh, it's Martinez. 95 though. He actually looks like a good card. Martin was always on the Casillas side. I don't like Casillas because he kept Reina at the Spain team. But that's what I mean as well. Look at that Spain team's keepers. You got Reina, Casillas, and Valdez. It's a joke. This isn't good, is it? Sergio Busquets. Get them all in the bin, especially Wan-Bissaka. Here we go, Jumbo Rare Players. It's something half decent, it's Messi. It's not Messi, it's Dybala. Thought it was Messi. Zico. Now. What is Zico worth in today's market? He could be big numbers. $24k. Really? Really? You can get Zico 96 rated for 24k. Zico's gone, isn't it, at this point? I thought he was going to be hundreds. Honestly thought he'd be hundreds. The Barla, I've got no hope for this. Maybe 30? Because also, it's not even his best card. He's got a footies. It's 15. 15k. Yeah, Martin's right. Just look at that Spain team. Look at the midfielders they have. Just a joke. Right. Oh, the Dukes are all rubbish, apart from Callum Wilson, who we all love because he plays for Newcastle. My computer's going crazy there. Yeah, that Spain team. You know, David Villa and Torres. Alonso, Iniesta, Xavi, Cesc Fabregas, Ramos and Puyol at the back. It's just rancid. You know, and then you've got like young David Silva, Mata. There's some older players I'm forgetting, but team that Arbeloa at right back. Just, it was something else, wasn't it, that Spain team? Morientes as well, Fernando Morientes. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. It's been a fun stream. Like I say, it's not on a normal day, so I appreciate that you still tuned in. Because I'm going to Disney. So next time you see me, I will have been to Disney. I think the next time you'll see me will be Ipswich versus Fulham next weekend. For a matchday vlog, and then I might stream the Sunday night, depending how tired I am after a week away. But yeah, thank you all for your messages, thank you all for your well wishes at Disney, and can't wait to vlog it, I can't wait to go, I've never been, I'm super excited. I'm also super tired, it's 1:45 and I've got to travel tomorrow, so I need to go to bed. So all I have to say is, I've been Link, you've been my legends, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you all real soon. I didn't have the music ready, so whoops.